Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese episode 199. I'm your Joe Dix, joined tonight by Marc Augustiniak.
What's up?
Matt Sellner.
Hello.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. How are you guys doing on episode 199?
Fantastic. Good. Great. Amazing. Spectacular.
Give me a real answer.
Dude, like I'm just awake.
There you go. See? That's what we got to do as humans. We got to be more real. Give me a real answer, Matt.
Fine. Okay.
Again, these are
Tired.
all, this is arbitrary bullshit that we all say because humans are stupid. Give me the real, how are you?
Do you want to take a guess the last time the Orioles won a game?
You're wearing the shirt, so it couldn't have been more than 10 days.
You're on the right track.
See? I know how it works.
7. We've recorded
Mm-hmm.
a whole podcast since they've last won.
Well, that goes to
7
show.
in a row.
Free Cheese on a better winning streak than the Orioles.
Matt's facious.
It's all right. It's 162 games.
I see the pain.
It's 162 games.
Yes.
You lose 7 of them out of 162.
Yeah.
You win the World Series.
You'll win 109 more. Something like that.
How are you,
155.
Joe?
I'm a little hungry.
Hungry?
A little hungry.
Have you ever been hangry?
Maybe unintentionally or maybe unconsciously, but yeah. I'm a little bit hungry. I'm a little bit.
Well, we have a lot of free cheese.
I'm a little indifferent. Like I feel a little like insatiable right now. You know what I mean?
Insatiable bloodlust.
Like I'm already planning out the night after we're done recording, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I don't know if I go drive to Taco Bell because I kind of want to do that because we had a conversation about Taco Bell, and I feel like that's the right thing to do.
It's like the one food that never gets old for me.
Yeah. So I think I might do that, but then I don't know what to do after that. I don't know what to play.
You eat it.
No. Yeah, that's obvious, right?
Oh.
But then the other part of me is like, well, I could just make whatever.
You can watch a Twitch stream of Dota sponsored by Monster Energy Drink.
I could not do that too, and life would go on.
You can make a live stream of yourself eating Taco Bell.
While playing Dota.
You think people would give me money for that on Patreon?
If you do it enough.
All right, I'm in. I think that's the way to go then.
As long as you're confident.
Yeah, because I need a new car, as we learned this week.
Oh, already, huh?
I mean, you know.
There's been a couple problems. Like, consecutively.
Well, like I can't take the key out of the ignition. So that doesn't work.
I was expecting more R. Kelly, but I didn't.
Right. So that's typically how you start and stop a car, is using the key in the ignition. So I'm still able to start it.
Is it still in there right now?
Yeah, it's just out there. Just every day I gotta
But wait.
disconnect the battery.
Ooh, that's unsafe.
So I park and I pop the hood, disconnect the battery, listen, make sure I don't hear the little beeping happening anymore. Once I hear the beeping cease, I know that all the connection is severed. There's no more juice flowing to the car. We're good. And then I go back, I lock the door, and I shut it and carry on. Because I have a spare key in my pocket so I can get back into the car, right?
Okay.
However, I've been doing this since Tuesday.
It's been a while now.
And doing that on a car where it probably hasn't been, the cable connecting to the negative terminal hasn't been fucked with in, ever. And has probably just sat dormant, growing weaker.
As it should.
Yeah, as it should. It should not be fucked with. But after being fucked with all week, it has worked itself loose. So loose that it snapped yesterday. So now, you ask, how am I turning off the car and how am I even turning on the car if I have no connection to the battery? Well, let me tell you, my friend. Aluminum foil, wrapped in electric tape. Built my own connection.
I've seen this.
And
That's
now what we do
quite
is
impressive.
we open the door, we pop the hood, we connect the foil to the battery, we turn the key, click, click, it doesn't start. We go back, we tighten the foil, we turn the key, the engine starts, we go to work. And that's life, Mark. Here in the burbs. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It sounds very inconvenient.
I mean, right. That's the thing, right? Inconvenient. But remember where I was a year ago. I was walking to work or riding a bike. So this is light years past that.
Is it?
Yeah, sure.
the time it takes to do all that, would you have been to work on bike by then?
No, I mean, he's
Yeah,
going
no.
faster with the car.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad
It
this is
takes-
happening
it takes
during
but a second.
not winter.
I
I feel like that would suck a
Maybe.
little more. Just a little more.
I'll tell you what sucked a lot in the winter: walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Unless
bad.
it's like really late at night, it's kind of peaceful.
Yeah, but
If
also
it's
freezing.
cold.
Yeah,
Oh, but if it's like one of those like big like flurry nights and like the
No.
sky is like brighter
See,
than
that's
usual.
the thing. Flurry nights are always good because it's never cold when it snows for some reason.
Yeah, like but when it's like snowy and windy, it's the wind.
The wind.
The
The
is
wind
what
can
fucks
go
you.
suck a dick like any season.
All of them. Yeah, this isn't terrible. I am off for 3 days, so I'm probably gonna get the ignition fixed. I think that might be a thing. that
Yeah,
makes
probably.
sense. But I could also not do that and save money, just like I did by getting rid of cable, which is another great news story from the week. Chalk that up as news.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Drop that shit.
that's probably for the best.
It is for the best.
You're paying for a lot of stuff that you don't use.
Dude, straight up, I went to go pay the bill, and it was $30 more than it normally was. And I was like, that's weird. And I was like, oh, fuck, we've lived here for a year now, so the promo prices are all gone. And then I
Right.
looked at next month, and it goes up another $30. It was going to be $200 a month.
But like, how many channels were you using?
0.
Because you're using like Hulu and Netflix.
None. Yeah, literally, here's what Katie and my life is. Rewatch the same thing over and over and over again. And it's always the same, like, we'll fall into a little thing
Mm-hmm.
and we'll watch that thing. So like lately it's been Malcolm in the Middle,
Nice.
and you sandwich that with a little Shin-Chan. Boom, right? But none of it's live
kids
on
being
TV.
jerks.
But no, like we're not watching it at all. We turned it on maybe January because accidents happen. Like I think Oswald grabbed the remote and then it turned on the cable. I haven't fucking touched it.
Right.
And then the other day we did watch the Flash season finale because it was like, oh, it's a season finale. We're here. We should watch it.
Yeah, I heard
Okay.
about that.
Yeah. That wasn't. That
Saw,
was.
saw that coming.
I don't know which part you're talking about, but I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't seen it yet, who might be waiting on the Netflix hot
Yeah.
edition. But we'll chat later. Yeah, that show's doing things. Yeah, but it's cool. I just saved $130
Good.
by dropping that shit and just doing internet. I feel like a good weight, you know?
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know. I went way specific. See, that's how you answer the how are you question. Specifics. That's what I want. That's what I want people to do.
Well, I mean, if I want to revision mine,
See, yeah.
there's
this
not
is
much.
good.
No, seriously, like I'm literally just awake because I didn't do much. I just woke up around 2 and then
Two?
yeah, I slept in, man.
Man.
I've
my
been
brother.
like my sleep's been really bad during the work week, like because I'm so used to being like an insomniac,
Yeah.
and it's like it's just hard for me to go to sleep. I mean, I feel like I just need to turn off everything.
Yeah, it took me...
I need to like sleep in a coffin or something.
It's really only been within the last, I would say, year that I got things better, and within the last 6 months that I got things better than that, and within the last month that I actually feel pretty confident about my sleep schedule.
Also, I mean, I stayed up pretty late. I was just watching anime, whatever.
No, but that's what happens is you get
then-
into that routine where you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't go to bed. It's only midnight. And then you're like, your brain, you're used to being awake until 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and you just don't turn, it's
Yeah.
the turn off thing. But
Yeah.
that's what, like, now, consistency is key to having a consistently balanced sleep,
Yeah.
as I've learned. Go to bed. I got my watch goes off, and it makes a cute little, like, nighttime bed sound. 10:15. And it's like, yo, bedtime's in 15 minutes. Get your shit together. And I'm like, all right, watch. I'll do that.
See, but I'm like, fuck you, technology. You don't control my life.
Yeah.
I'll hit that snooze
It's
button.
a friendly reminder for me, though. And I'm like, all right, yes. If I want to do this, I got to do it. And then
Yeah.
I go up and I make sure contacts are out by 10:29, and I'm in bed by 10:30.
Oh, I didn't even do that. I just crashed and didn't
You
take my contacts, and like I had gunk. My one eye was sealed
Oh, yeah.
shut.
Those
Yeah,
are
yeah,
the
yeah.
I was like,
worst
oh,
mornings.
not
It's
again.
bad. It's bad.
I can't even find my glasses. Like
My
I'm an idiot.
My
Like,
glasses.
like I'll take out my contacts. I'm like, oh, I need my glass. shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bang the table.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
just now I'm blurry,
Yeah.
trying to find glasses that are non-existent around me.
Pop the
Yeah,
contacts back in.
let's put them back in. But yeah,
But that's been working though, and then now I'm to the point where like at first it was a like, yeah, fuck you technology, I'm not going to sleep. Now it's like, oh yeah, good, yeah, it's bedtime, duh, of course, I gotta wake up at 6.
Yeah.
I'm up at 6.
I usually get up like
Remember that from
around
the Dark
like
Knight? You know.
usually get up around like 7 in the morning, but stay in bed till like 7:30.
See, that's what I'll wake up at 6. I look at memes for 30 minutes.
As you should.
As
every
you
morning.
should.
That's
Yeah.
just me while I'm working.
Yeah. I get up, make coffee, and then kind of just walk around while everyone's still sleeping. I'm just like quiet Santa Claus lurking through the house. And then think about the memes I looked at.
Roses are red,
Reflect.
violets are blue.
Reflect. Drink the coffee.
Reflect more.
Reflect more. Eat some Honey Nut Cheerios. Look at new memes. Then shower, etc., and get out the door. It's
And
good.
then shower
I'm-
thoughts kick in,
Shower-
reflecting
right.
on the memes, the new ones.
Yeah. I've had a lot of hate in the shower lately.
A lot of hate.
Yeah. Like, you know, your mind wanders to those places that you otherwise don't let your mind wander to. Mine's been filled with hate.
Oof.
Like, just fucking Rage of the Red Lanterns, man.
That's me at work.
Two things.
Yeah?
But not because of work, really. I mean, kind of. It triggers it,
It's
but,
just 'cause
but the
you're-
issue isn't exactly work. It's
No,
like
no.
everything
Yeah.
else.
It's because your mind is... Because you...
Because I'm not where I want to be.
But you're also... Really?
I mean, at that time, if
Yeah.
you want to go in... Like, I'm in a place where I shouldn't scream. I shouldn't break stuff. I shouldn't be mad, you know? So, I got to go somewhere to vent that out.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, it's not
That's
where
where
I
you're at.
want to be.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think it is?
What
Yeah.
are you talking about now?
You were about to say a thing. and
I was
then-
gonna say I have like two kinds of shower thoughts
Yeah, yeah.
nowadays. Work is one.
I'm
I
afraid.
don't know why I'm always thinking about work nowadays.
Yeah.
And two is Dota.
I knew it.
God damn it.
Gotta
Are
think
you
of that lane
reflecting on a
strat-
match that you already played, or are you...
Reflecting and strategizing anew.
Yeah. Mm.
Do you put, like, your hand up against the wall and look down? And just,
I'm
like,
not there yet. Give me
Contemplating.
3 weeks.
I try to do some shower yoga to like just stand and stretch. And
Do you
breathe a
have,
little
like,
bit.
a mat? In
No, I fucking bust my ass every morning.
Because, like, some showers have, like, that
Yeah.
grip.
But I find that nudity allows you really to get flexible. And the wetness of the shower, you can really stretch your body in weird ways. So I'll stand.
I don't think my shower's even that big to do stuff like that.
It's not, look, I'll show you. Like, this is the extent of it. It's just knee in the crotch, or foot in the crotch.
Heel and ass.
Like this. Heel in ass. Stand and just sort of breathe, right?
In through the nose, out the mouth.
The problem is you close your eyes and you lose your balance. In the shower, it's not a good thing to lose your
Only one
balance.
time I fell in a shower was when I was dancing. I was like 13. I was trying to dance in a shower, and I did like that little Carlton sweep, and my legs whoop went horizontal.
Yeah, it's hatred.
But yeah, just woke up at 2, got Kadoba, saw a kid with a fidget spinner, got angry, and here I am.
That's what most of my days are. Either eating or thinking about some sort of tacos or Mexican food. Anger at fidget spinners. Carry that anger and hate back into the shower. Do some yoga, balance everything out, and we're good. I was fucking pissed Tuesday night when I came home and the key would not come out of the ignition. That was when I came up with the solution to disconnect the battery. But prior to that was a lot of hatred.
Yeah,
I wanted to break all the windows in the car. It was real.
that's my secret, Cap.
Did you
I'm
pull out your
always
fidget
angry.
spinner when the key wouldn't pull out on Tuesday?
I, in a way, had a socket wrench in my hand. So it was,
I won't be surprised if there's spinning hubcaps that look like fidget spinners.
God damn it.
Oh shit! Oh my god! I know how to send
Come
away my Honda Civic in
But
fashion.
this is the thing.
Come in the
like,
Rocket League. No.
This is the thing is you
Fuck! I would so get that.
you just willed them into existence. That's what happened.
I summoned a demon.
Well,
You
first,
did.
no, they gotta worry about the WWE content
Words have
first.
power, man.
And if there is a trail of beer cans with Stone Cold.
Oh, that's good. Did you just
Branded.
come up with that? I'm good too.
That was just
I
right
hope
on the
you-
spot,
I
yeah.
hope you willed that into existence.
Man, I can't. This WWE.
Get a partnership with
licensing things.
Budweiser. What
Oh,
did he
he-
drink? What did he drink?
Probably Budweiser.
I feel like it was because that's the
Yeah, I mean
classic.
that's like classic, like Stone Cold redneck. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Bud heavy.
Fucking God.
Fucking middle fingers to everyone.
I feel like he was probably drinking Bud Ice though. Back in those days, man.
Dude, he was Bud Ice.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Natural light, probably. Who gives a shit? If it's Stone Cold Steve Austin, anything you drank was cool.
I think he just drinks snake venom.
That's pretty good. What beer has snake venom in it? Like Jägermeister
Nothing.
has
He
deer
just
blood,
breaks
right?
open a snake and just
Chugs it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
dude. But I remember when, I was really into wrestling like 5th grade.
Yeah, we all were.
Dude, every time I heard that glass break, I got excited.
I get excited. Like
But
now, thinking about that glass
favorite,
breaking,
though?
I am excited.
Favorite was Degeneration X.
I almost said that to Matt earlier. Matt said
Budweiser,
something.
by the way.
Fucking
I googled it.
X-Pac or
Yeah, no.
6-pack or 1,
Matt-
2, 3 kid or whatever.
Matt
his
said
names were.
something joking, and my response to him was going to be "suck it," but we were at work and I couldn't scream "suck it," so I was about to just scream "Degeneration X" because I knew he'd get the idea.
Are you ready?
And then I got distracted and walked away.
I think that was Rage Against the Machine. He did their theme.
No, it was DMX. That's where they got the name from. Woo! Well, this is a video game podcast where we talk about video games
What's
and what we've been playing. So we're going to kick it over to a segment called Now Playing, where we discuss things that were played in the last week. Come on, Dota boy.
Dota!
Son of a bitch.
All plays Dota 2, my Dota Pro. That's a MacBook Pro, but now it's a Dota Pro. Dota.
I hate that you're
Is your
referring to
favorite bird the
computer.
Dota bird?
Sorry?
Is your favorite bird the Dota bird? It's like the dodo bird, but
Dota.
It has no
Worse.
friends. Yeah, so you're referring to your computer now as the Dota Pro for
Correct.
some reason.
Yep.
How we doing?
Not good.
Okay, that's good.
is your name in Dota like R2 Dota?
No, it's Matty Bow. It's Matty Bow.
I'm surprised it's not
131.
Matty Doe.
If look, I have an idea. It came to me about 30 minutes ago.
Broda.
If we want to start a team, let's team up. Our team name would be Prestige Worldwide, naturally.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I think that might be taken by 2 people.
Well, fuck
Yeah.
it.
I think they're stepbrothers. I'm not sure.
I don't,
I don't see their trademark anywhere. Fuck them.
How am I wet?
What? Oh, it's the excitement of the Dota.
I mean-
No,
I have that effect on people.
I have random coffee stains on this piece of paper, but no coffee. Anyway.
It's something else because of the excitement of Dota. Yeah, I'm still learning. It's there. I've said this before. It's a steep learning curve. But I'm just slowly still getting it.
Yeah.
I'm learning what to do at all times. Like, it's something I've learned in these hour-long matches. Every second matters. Like, if you're slacking off for like 10 seconds, like, you fucked up and you're gonna lose a level to someone else.
Oh, that's why we lost. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll get there in a second. But like, I'm starting to realize like what items are valuable to what characters. I'm starting to realize when these items should be used. If they're not passive, they're more active items.
Yeah.
Learning like how to best develop your skill tree and your leveling system. Like where to level what moves if you're going for this kind of role. Like what to level up at certain times. It's all starting to click. I have to get better at the game, and probably I think the next step is just learning all the heroes and figuring out which ones I'm good with as opposed to which ones I'm bad with. And to that, I think I'm quickly learning that I'm not good with Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus is the one you played when you and I did a match.
So yeah, we played a game, Joe. And
Yeah.
It went
Horribly.
terribly.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
So what we did wrong
Was
in
play
reflecting,
Dota.
no, in
Step one.
reflecting in the shower the next morning.
Yeah.
Is this why the angry thoughts happened?
I don't think so. Because I felt pretty good after that game. We lost really bad. And
That was terrible.
I went, you know what? If it took me 1 hour of my life to realize that I don't need to play this game ever again, I'm okay with that. And then I moved on and played some Gunman Taco Truck, and things were okay.
I still need to play that.
That's the thing. I would rather do it after an hour than really try for like 20 or 30 or worse, and then go, shit, I don't like this game. But I kind of know now I don't like this game.
Anyway, it's for someone that does like this game and will
Yeah.
continue to keep playing this game. Me and Joe are like very novice across the table from me, rookie.
Oh, bumping yourself up.
Just at least I know where things are on the map. Like
I know where things are on the map.
where's the bounty runes?
Bottom left.
That is the
Like
upper
middle-
right corner where the X is next to the magnify and minimize.
Wrong. It's in
buttons.
4 different
It's
sections
like-
of the map. Anyway,
I found one bottom left, middle-ish kind of thing.
yeah, they're in 4 corners along the map.
There you go. See, I know.
I don't know what they're called, but the things that heal you in the map, do you know where they're at? Not like their bases. There are things along the map that regenerate every like 5 minutes, I think, after you use them.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So I got the rookie level at least. Yeah, me and you decided to run a lane together,
Yeah.
and we didn't complement each other well. I think you just picked a random hero.
I picked one with deliberate thought.
Okay,
She looked cool, and she was ranged.
got it. All right.
Because
So
I knew in that
worked out.
game, close combat was not going to be my friend. Because I'm just going to get destroyed, and she looked cool as fuck. So
You know those moments where like you forget something that you were gonna say, but then like just a random word just brings it back.
yeah, it's called
You-
triggered.
Yeah, you just did that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Continue.
We'll get there later, I guess. Yeah, so we run this lane together, and there is a Weaver. For those unfamiliar, it is a little crawly boy. Weaver is very good in the early game, and he is meant to push a lane for his enemy minions. He has a swarm attack that is like a AoE that travels up the lane. I think it's a very good distance. I don't know if it ever stops, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
But yeah, that's a very good early game move in Dota, and he kept using it against us, and he kept attacking us, and we kept dying.
Yeah.
And Zeus is not a good early game person. I'm not too familiar with your character.
Yeah.
From the looks of it, probably not.
Yeah, probably not. The guy that we kept going up against, the one that Matt's talking about, the Weaver, is like, imagine, I don't know, like you've got a single shot, and it's pretty effective. Whenever you use buckshot from a shotgun, and it's like that scatter shot that just goes across, it's not that effective because you're kind of like,
Especially long
It's
range.
close
Right.
quarters. Yeah, it's close corner.
this
quarters.
guy is scatter shot, but it's super effective every fucking time. And he's super fast, and somehow has the ability to like just go dark and go invisible.
That's one of his moves. But
So,
what happened was
This guy's like combining both of them, where he's doing this scatter shot that just like fucks you up for a second. You're like, ah. And when you're trying to just retaliate, he's invisible and warping behind you, and you're like, ah, what the fuck happened? It just
so what
Before you know it, you're dead.
What had happened?
What had
We were still level 2, and he kept killing us, and he probably leveled up to 5 or 6 and
Yeah.
got all his abilities. One of his abilities is to go invisible. His ultimate is to go back in time and regenerate the health that he lost. So that fucked us a few times in that lane. So because of this one character pretty much dominating our upper lane, I think our teammates started to try bail us out, but they were too underleveled to take care of the Weaver, and then it just snowballed into a disaster loss.
Question.
I think we lost in 40 minutes.
Is this the kind of game where every time you die and the respawn time takes longer and
increases slightly?
Yes.
Yeah.
that's like their way of pushing you, like you really need to like not die.
And as you level up to
Oh.
your respawn time, so there's 2 factors going into it.
Gotcha.
Now there is a buyback. You got 1 buyback, and once you use it, it's a 5-minute cooldown on that buyback. However, as you use that and as you level up, your buyback amount goes up, and usually once you get, depend on how you're playing, once you get into like the upper teens and 20s, like you usually don't have that much gold on you. You're trying to buy your items that you need for the end game.
Which at that part, yeah.
You didn't get there.
No,
I
no.
think you finished at 15. I was trying to get there. I was at 16 or 17. I wasn't too far ahead of you. But
Well,
yeah,
outside of our disaster, because
you quit.
I'm done. I get it. I respect it.
You gave it a shot.
Yeah, I'm done.
I couldn't end that night on that sour ass match. So
That was perfect. That was like a friend that like borrows $20 from you and never gives it back, even though he promised he would. It's like, cool. Spent $20 and never to see that motherfucker again. That's Dota to me. I was like, yep, cool.
I
See ya,
couldn't end on
dude.
that note. I've played too many games at that point to not let that bothered me all night.
Matt's got that fire.
So I played another game, and Joe, let me tell you what. Mark, let me tell you what. That was the best game I've ever played in my life.
How? What made it?
I played
that
as
much?
a character named Phantom Assassin. I totally changed the type of character from Zeus.
Unique name.
Totally changed the character from Zeus as a melee character. Is super quick. I can't remember the other abilities she had, but I was beating ass. There were moments in team fights where I felt like I was carrying the team and led to like a whole team versus team like win in that moment. And when that happens, the other team is of course respawning. You can take towers and you can really push lanes at that point. We won in a 50-minute match, and I think I was the first or second on my team to hit the max level.
That's pretty dope.
Nice.
Pretty dope. Oh, you went all the way.
Yeah, I got the max level
Nice.
25.
Nice.
Yeah, I was very impressed with that.
And you're keeping up with it.
Yeah, I played as Weaver the other day
Yeah.
to get my revenge, and he's as good as advertised. That was a quick game.
So, how do you see this game fitting into your life? Or how do you see you fitting into its life?
I want to keep playing this until I can get my first ranked match, because you have to reach like a certain experience level, and really without buying the season pass, the only way you can reach that level, it appears, is just by playing matches.
Okay.
I don't think like winning or losing,
Because you have the game resets your character experience each round.
correct,
each
but like
match.
you have like a
You have
profile
a
level
profile experience.
and that's not really like gaining you any attribute points. It's just
Right.
kind of like a profile thing to show
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, you've been playing the game this long or
Yeah.
whatever.
Does that reset season by season?
I don't know. I'm gonna think so.
Huh, interesting.
Probably.
Um,
Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't have a good answer for that.
but I mean, like, is this a daily? Is this a nightly?
I usually try to play at least one match a night. Now, depending on how that first match goes, I might play a second one.
Man.
I got caught one time where it was like 10:30. I was ready to go to bed. And it was like 10:30.
Yeah,
I should probably I'll wake up at like 5:30 in the morning. I should probably go to bed.
Yeah.
I looked at my Dota Pro and I was like, God damn it, I need to play a match. And it ended so fast. I was like, oh, I can play another one.
You should take up smoking cigarettes or something. Like find another addiction. Something
And
a little
then
more healthy for
after
you.
that quick game of like 30 minutes, I was like, oh, I got time for another one. 70 minutes later. It's fun. I'm having a blast.
I'm glad you're having fun with it.
I mean, that's what matters.
Yeah. In between your Dota rounds, did you happen to find any time for anything else?
Yes, I still play Mass Effect. I've dived in. I'm committed now. I see myself finishing the game, quite being pleased with me sinking the amount of time it takes to beat that game. The combat was a part I felt iffy about. Now that I've leveled my character, now that I got some abilities, combat is officially fun in this game.
Oh, cool.
Now that I'm like zipping around the map. I use biotics a lot. I'm primarily a biotic character. That's like, I don't use guns. I use like powers that are channeled inside of me. Kind of think of it as like the Force almost.
Okay.
I'm the type of character. There's this charge attack where I kind of like zip across the map and hit someone hard. And as you level up that ability, and I've used this in past games too, as you level up this ability, like it starts to create an AoE effect. Mm-hmm. So there's like 3 enemies grouped together behind barrier, like a cover. You zip, hit them, and like the other 2 will get affected. And then like I can just do a simple melee attack, and that dude maybe look to the right, use another biotic that I have, like kind of like a force push or pull, put them in the air for my teammates to blast away at, and then like I'll maybe melee the next guy. Nice. And like I purposely, there's a mechanic, and this is once again in past Mass Effect games, where the heavier like equipment you have in your character, the longer it takes for these powers to regenerate or to cool down. I purposely travel light, so I have fast cooldown times.
Switch armor mid-fight.
You cannot switch armor mid-fight. No, you go.
I'd keep stripping and putting on like.
Oh no, yeah, once you hit
fast recharge.
Once you hit the planet surface, where you're going to pretty much have these combat situations or once you embark on a mission, you have a certain loadout and you're done. Like that's your loadout until like you go to one of your like outposts that you may discover in the middle of the world or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, essentially once you're in a fight, like that's your loadout. So yeah, I purposely travel light, so I have these quick cooldown times. So like I'm really not firing weapons too much anymore, which I feel like it's a good thing in this game, unlike Mass Effect 2 or 3 where I actually enjoyed firing a gun. But yeah, biotics.
I would be melee as possible.
It's really fun to zip around the map with that charge, and like I have like another one too, another AoE thing. So it's a strategy. It's called Nova, I think. Charge in, get that AoE attack, maybe melee the guy directly in front of me, and then I do have another one. It's called Nova. I smash the earth, and another giant AoE effect happens. So it's like a double effect in a small little area that takes out 3 people. And then I might start shooting away, or like I said, pull up this guy into the air, have teammates shoot. Yeah, it's really fun to zip around in that game as Ryder.
What's the enemy variety look like? I mean,
it's very kind of similar to the first game where you have like a alien race, which is the Ket, and then you have like a machine race, the Remnant. I think there are some like different pirates because your Nexus is already kind of exiled some people for crime, so they're starting to kind of come back around every once in a while. But primarily it's the Ket, and then the Remnant. It's like the ancient, like technology alien thing. It's kind of similar to the Reapers, and for the life of me, I can't remember the machine race in 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, you're getting that again. It's fine.
Yeah.
The politics it's that storyline is what keeps driving me. I discovered a brand new alien race, which is unique to this game. So something new there. And of course, right away, politics starts playing into like, do you come in peace? Do you like try to intimidate them into your will? Do you?
So they've got a little bit of the actual Mass Effect hooked.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. That's once I kind of discovered that race, and it was right around the time I was leveling my character. Like everything just kind of molded together, and I'm like, this is Mass Effect, just a little bit maybe clunkier than I like it to be compared to 2 and 3. But yeah, it's good. And I think the whole thing with like Ryder's the main character, of course. There's something to it where he was weak in the beginning, and now how you build him up to become more powerful. I think that does play into the story a little bit, because when you become the Pathfinder, when your father dies, like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's pretty much like fresh off the boat because he just came out of cryo too. So like gaining experience in these battles and then leveling up. Like I think that plays to like Ryder becoming more confident in his ability to be a Pathfinder and, doing this. Yeah. Because we got this. His tagline.
We do indeed got this.
Sort of got us his tagline.
It's really funny.
One last ride.
Oof.
No, we're not there yet. Mass Effect 6, if we get another Mass Effect game.
All right, they said something about that, right? Like they're kind of going on
last week. They don't know what they're going to do with that franchise.
I think was it quoted like we're putting the team on ice, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I
want to see
how this ends before I'm like, I want to see another Mass Effect game or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I can kind of see this ending, but there's too many tropes related to the first series that like I feel like we're just gonna like
recycle.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, EA has another successful franchise coming up soon called Need for Speed. So this E3 will learn all about the rise of Manu.
Fucking
hate.
And then moving on from Mass Effect, there is one last thing I did play this week.
So real quick, just another update. The further you get into this, I feel like people who are fans of the first, or what, like you said, I think previously, like if you've never played Mass Effect, don't bother, right?
No, and I'm still holding out that they kind of remastered the first 3 games for current gen. I would hope.
Are they PC? Can you get them PC?
I don't know. I don't think you can.
I think you can.
If they're accessible on PC,
but it's through EA's like Origin.
Well, I mean, it's all fine.
I mean, yeah. It's...
if you have access to play the first 3 games, I highly encourage that.
You can get the whole trilogy.
Oh, perfect.
Cool. $20, $30.
$6.
Whoa,
you're joking.
CDkeys.com, $6.49.
Oh shit, damn, that's
Interesting.
good.
Or 30.
Yeah,
through
Mass
Origin.
Effect, it's a lot of hours to get through that first trilogy.
Yeah.
Especially, Mass Effect 1 is not the greatest in the gameplay.
Well, that's why I
department.
always like the idea that, because that's what I heard as well, is you could do Mass Effect 2 on PlayStation 3, and you would just do the comic book.
So, like, that works. And
Yeah.
it's just, once you kind of hop into 2, like, they try to, like, kind of, through dialogue trees, like, catch you back up with maybe some of the minor details you missed.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to have an establishment with some characters already.
Oh.
Like, the first time you see Garrus in 2, there's, like, this happy reunion thing. And I was like, the first time I played Mass Effect 2, I was like, who the fuck's this guy?
Right.
But playing Mass Effect 1, like, Garrus is on your team, like, almost right away. And
Garrus
Yeah,
is
okay.
like the best character I hear. out of
He's
that
one of the
series.
best,
He's
yeah,
like,
definitely.
He's like the Piccolo to your Goku.
yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, just as you continue.
This is, if you play the original trilogy and you're looking for more Mass Effect, this is Andromeda is it's a fresh story. It's not like it's a total rehash, but there's definitely some tropes that are familiar.
If you've got other things to play, would you play those things first, or jump in, or tell someone to buy Mass Effect?
Depends what you're trying to play next.
All right.
Like right now, I'm enjoying Mass Effect. I kind of want to get through it though, so I can buy Prey and just invest my time in Prey.
Did you say so you could play Nier Automata?
No, I said Prey.
Did you say Nier?
I said Prey.
What else have you been playing?
On sale this past week for
Yes.
I think it was $3.49 on
Yeah.
Steam.
Yeah.
Got me a game called Hacknet.
I bought Hacknet
Wait, when?
at Christmas.
Look
you
out,
played it?
NSA.
Haven't touched it.
Have you
Yeah.
played this game, Mark?
I very little.
This is a Mark game, I think.
Not really.
No?
Nah.
I've fallen in love with this little
It's
game.
clearly a Matt game. Yeah.
I've sank 7 hours in this game since I started playing it Friday night.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, it's something. Oh, it wasn't Friday night, it was Thursday night.
I mean,
Sorry.
like, hacking's cool, but, like, I don't know. Just, like, dealing just with the big command prompt window the whole time gets kind of stale to me.
I know, you're a lover, not a fighter.
No, I am a fighter for love.
So what is Hacknet?
It's kind of like a hacking simulation type of thing. It's very computer science heavy. It definitely has you doing your CD/file name
Right.
for navigation, for your racing, your RM. Like, it definitely has the programming.
You're just straight up in a
language.
terminal window the whole time, right? Like,
Pretty much. There is some UI stuff, but the game makes you learn the terminal, which
cool.
I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. I don't know if I accidentally deleted something before I saved the game in my file system or what, but after I played the game initially for like the first 2 hours, I kind of got the gist of the terminal, but I was really using my user interface, which to an extent you can use the user interface with a mouse, like clicking to navigate your file system and your IP addresses and stuff like that. But you can also get hacked and lose your user interface, where the game will literally boot to a terminal and you have to recover your operating system and UI.
so fucking cool.
Damn.
You have to navigate terminal using terminal commands to reinstall your operating system. And
That's
I've
so
had to do
cool.
that multiple times now. And I've gotten to the point now where like I can kind of terminal do it in my sleep.
Yeah. That was like the cool thing when I got the Raspberry Pi. I had nothing about Linux at all, any of that shit. But in order to do a lot of that stuff in the Raspberry Pi, like now I think they've made it really turnkey, where you just click a couple buttons on your main computer, download something, and you can install a complete graphical user interface, and you don't have to ever worry about the terminal side of things. But when I got mine, like you had to really like understand how to at least enter that stuff. So for me, it was a lot of like monkey see, monkey do. I'd look something up, like how do I do this thing? They'd give you a string of commands and I'd type it in. And even though I didn't know what I was doing, over time, like you feel cool. There's something really cool
that's
about
how
it.
we learn, though. It's just by like
Yeah, totally. But
Yeah.
that like tactile, like being in control of a computer in that way, you feel really cool. And that was what drove me to buy this game, because like it's neat.
There are definitely moments where like it's so much easier for me to just grab the mouse and click where I need to go, but like I just want to type the commands just because I want to
Yeah.
And I want to feel like that exact feeling.
You have control in
Yeah.
a different way.
I think I would enjoy that if it was more of a not the focus point of a game.
So you just want to learn how to program.
No, but I mean, but if there's like a game that
This is
required
like a
like
mini
hacking
game.
of some sort.
Yeah.
Like if it was neat like that, not
Yeah.
just there, just be like a lame gimmick.
Right,
I
right.
would totally appreciate it a lot more.
If
Yeah.
Bioshock had that instead of the fucking pipe game.
Oh man,
I like
Yeah,
pipe
that'd be
games.
nice.
the pipe game's fine. It's
The
like
pipe game got very hard though in the end.
Define hard. So is there like a story of this game or?
There is. So like at first, and I actually don't remember. Like it happened so fast, and I was just too focused on trying to learn the game. Like someone you evidently are in association with has died because of like what they were doing, and then all of a sudden like the game kind of forgets that and just throws you into like just doing like your like minor kind of white hat or black hat. White hat mean like you hack for good. Black hat means you hack for bad.
On the dark web. I get it.
Usually, the game sets you up for a white hat situation. So, like, you end up joining a hacking network, and you do jobs for them.
I think this is what Watch Dogs should have had.
Yeah,
that
it
would
would definitely benefit it. And then you, like... So you do a couple jobs for this hacking network, and then, like, the guy who runs that network, he's like, oh, all right, you're legit. There's another network that, like, only the prestigious hackers are in. So now I'm in that one, and that's where, like...
The gray hat.
He's in Hacknet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get it? It's a title.
It's
of the
not
game.
Hacknet, it's CSEC, but yeah.
Oh, neck? Hackneck?
No. The name of the second network is CSEC.
Oh,
Has nothing to do with
heck. What the heck? I get it. I'm just... I don't know what's happening.
So there's a far more amount of jobs to do, and like what I was kind of explaining to you earlier, one of my favorite things was like something happened with a trial for an inmate, and that inmate go on a death row, and he ended up being killed, but they didn't put his death record on the public record. And the family was like kind of pleading like nothing was ever right about this trial, and they still think he was completely innocent, but they at least want me to forge a record with his name to put on their database just so there's something to remember him by. So I go ahead, I forged a record, and I put it on their site. And then like a couple jobs later, I see a post and it's like, hey, falsified death record on our site. Can you please remove it? And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that one because that would be a dick move.
That's funny.
We noticed you edited a Wikipedia page, and this information is incorrect. We're gonna need you to change it.
But yeah, this game is super clever. Like, yes, you're hacking, but like all the programs are pre-built. You're not like building any. You're just kind of like maybe stealing them from another hacker, throw them into your bin folder, and then just executing the program. Now there's a list of them. I think I got like close to somewhere between like 10 to 15 different executable files for me to run at any time. So like kind of remember what does what, when to use what, like managing your RAM. So that's one of the cool systems I think in this game is RAM is your short-term memory in a computer. You can only run so many things at one time.
Right.
And as you're running different executables, you can only do so many things at one time. So there are definitely many sequences where the game wants you to do 7 things in like 100 seconds. Or if you don't do it in 100 seconds, you will be traced, and you will essentially have to change your IP, which is a whole nother system in that game. But you have to be quick, and you have to strategize what like programs you want to run, because you can probably only run 2 of them at the same time. Some of them you might be able to do 3. You might be able to do 1 hack at a time. Like you have to strategize in what order you want to do these 7 steps, or you will get caught and like you will have to pretty much reboot your computer and restart your progress almost. But yeah, like using all 10 to 15 of these executable files is pretty cool. Like I'm 7 hours in. I don't see this game going on much longer, but I'm sure I'm still going to see a couple more programs to run. But yeah, I love it.
Does it give you any inspiration to actually like go and learn this shit?
It does, but like I'd rather play Dota.
There was a game that I did play that was similar to this. It was called Code Link.
I've heard of this game too.
From what I played of it, it was basically like you would see like a map of the world, and you you had like, these little devices that you could upgrade over time with money that you were pretty much wiring from other countries, and you had to keep like switching up like your VPN so you couldn't get traced, and you have to like these different devices to where like security couldn't catch you, or if like you could turn off their security, you have a time limit to get this money or download this file, transfer it, but your address was always changing, and over time just upgrade all that stuff. But that's pretty
Yeah,
much
I'm doing
just
a lot of that similar stuff.
Yeah.
It feels like. But yeah, it makes you feel smart enough without making it too tedious. And I always feel like, yes, I'm running the same, like pretty much the same steps all the time, but I always feel like I'm doing it in a different way for some reason. I always feel like I'm doing it for different purposes, or they switch
it's like how
up.
many times can you do certain math equations, right? But like or certain formulas, but even though it's the same, like you learn physics formulas and like it's the same thing, but you're applying it to a new problem. So even though it's the same thing every time,
like,
it's always
like the difference from like, yes, I ran the same 6 steps 3 times for like 3 different missions in a row, but once I got into like the file system I needed to go to, what I was doing in that file system was completely different. So
I feel like if you took the passion from Dota and you put it into this, you would be like a personal data miner.
I mean, I could fucking DDoS some Twitch streamers.
There you go.
And become the best Dota player that way.
You should try the Double Fine game, Hack and Slash, where it's like a top-down Zelda, but you get to hack the enemies and the level, and you get to reprogram them.
Yeah.
Like the entire game, they're basically giving you the source code of the game, and you just get to alter everything.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, I had like those hacking mini games. Like that was one of my favorite things in Deus Ex, was just going into a computer and that hack. Like you didn't like type any code. It was just like an interface where like you had to. It was pretty much like a little puzzle to navigate through to like the gateway you needed to open the door. But I don't know, just something about like the hacking like mini games that like always enticed me to keep playing.
Shadowrun had something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Where you could like take over like enemy turrets or something and hack them and make them your own or something.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this is cool to play. Like in the event I don't have an hour to 2 hours to sink into a Dota match. Like this is nice to play for like a half an hour.
Yeah.
But like before our Friday night pizza party, like I legitimately played this game for 3 hours. It was like, all right, one more mission. All right, one more mission. Oh shit, that just all right. Let me do that. All right, well now I got another set of missions. Let me do like these 3. Let's do another one. Before I know, I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah. It's cool. I gotta jump into that. I've had it in my Steam library for 6 months now.
Yeah, kind of like it's nice, but I hope it kind of finishes up soon because I can see it is kind of getting old if they don't mix it up enough.
Yeah, the flavor of it.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my week. I made up for last week.
Yeah,
definitely. The amount of hours I sank into things.
Not bad.
Sorry, I rambled.
No, good. How about you, Fabio?
Who?
February.
Good. Let's see here. So, been playing Injustice.
Let's talk about Injustice.
What is Injustice?
A
side-scroller?
Two-person side-scrolling.
Are you a plumber?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, you run fast. You're a hedgehog.
God.
They both run fast.
By running fast, you mean you kind of like put a fidget spinner or what's that? Anyway. Yeah. Injustice. We both got this. Did you hadn't played it much. Shit.
Stop fidgeting.
Sorry, I'm fidgeting. Yeah, put this fidget spinner pen down. You hadn't played it when we recorded last week? I can't remember now. I know that night you downloaded it.
No, I didn't. No, wait. I might have played like a very little.
Yeah, like I think we did a couple matches or something.
Yeah, but like nothing enough to get like a good grip on it.
But you're in now. Story mode?
I'm in the story mode. I don't know how far I am, but I feel like I'm getting there. I'm on part 9. Supergirl.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I feel like I'm getting close.
You are.
Yeah, it's I am liking it. This is a good way to make me figure out who I like to play as.
Kind of.
Because normally I don't go around and just picking characters.
Yeah.
And it's like, so this like kind of forces you to kind of experiment.
Yeah. I by the time you get through it, like you see a lot of the roster. There's still some that like you never see. Maybe you do see them all.
Yeah,
but you don't play as all.
Yeah, sometimes you have choices to pick between.
Right.
Like
you'll have that, or you'll. Even if you don't play as every single person, you should see at least them as your opponent at least once, which is cool.
Mm-hmm. I like the story. I've never seen, because usually with games, with like fighting games, like you're playing, you just fight a couple of people. They might make sense to that person's story, but there's only like an intro sequence and an ending sequence.
Yeah.
And that's usually it. And like for Tekken, like only a few of those are canon. Not all of them are by their personal ending. Yeah, but this one was like more cinematic, and then there's just fights in between.
Yeah. It's a lot. If you played Injustice 1, it's a lot like that. It's like there's a story happening, and you're just there to watch it. But along the way, you can punch some dudes if you want.
It was cool to see Steve Blum voicing Green Lantern.
Who's Steve Blum?
He's the voice of Spike Spiegel in Cowboy Bebop and Tom in Toonami, the robot.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's cool. He's Hal Jordan. Space Police.
That's pretty cool.
Sticking with it.
Yeah, checks out.
I figured out I really enjoy Catwoman.
Yeah.
She's just, it feels right.
She's light but heavy in a way. Like
her combos are really good.
Yeah.
She's very agile.
Yeah. I came around on Harley a little bit too.
Yeah, she's pretty good at play as.
Yeah, by the end of my time with the first Injustice, Harley started to make sense to me, and then Harley became Harley to the public, and I kind of got really tired of seeing Harley Quinn. It was like when I worked at a comic shop and really got tired of seeing Deadpool everywhere. But I came back around on it. She's fun, but Batman still, I feel the most confident with Batman just because of how much time I spent with him in the first game.
Yeah, he's pretty easy to maneuver.
Yeah, his combos are straightforward enough, and you can kind of string them.
I haven't memorized combos, really. I'm just every time I do a move, I'm pausing it, looking it up, pull it off, pause, repeat, and I just keep seeing what works and what doesn't. And I'm like, all right, I'll probably use these a lot more.
My thing is, and I've never been able to do this with fighting games. Like Injustice, I got there kind of, but then I've not played it for so long that I've lost a lot of it.
Yeah,
I want to be able to do that shit where you're like combo, your fucking life's gone. Like that.
Right. I do a lot of happy accidents, and it just works in my favor, and I get a better chance with Catwoman than anyone.
I feel and that's where I've always been with fighting games. It's I know enough to do the happy accident thing. Yeah. I got to the point in the first Injustice where I could transcend that a little bit, and I kind of felt in control, but still never enough where I knew how to kind of keep that control. It was kind of like, I don't know, like juggling, where you get it going for a second and you're like, I got it. Oh shit, I dropped it.
Yeah,
It's I need that next level where I'm just I can juggle all day.
I think it's just me
and my dick.
I think it's just me in most NetherRealm games. I just can't get in tune with it.
Right, you're more Street Fighter.
Yeah, I'm just more like 2D, fast paced, putting in inputs and going. But games like this and Soul Calibur, where every direction plus a face button is a different move.
Yeah,
I can't be both agile with my movement and prepping up a combo at the same time, so it really throws me off. And the controls feel a bit sluggish. But I've always felt like that with Mortal Kombat for some reason.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can never pull off anything, even though they're the most simplistic controls.
And that's the thing.
It's not a quarter circle. It's 1, 2, left, right, square. And it's I don't know why I cannot do this.
But that's where I'm at with when I go to the other side of it, where I'm like, this is too fast for me. I can't. Yeah.
I gave my thumb so many blisters with Street Fighter that now I am used to doing it, because I could never do a Shoryuken before. Yeah. It's like that zigzag and then punch.
My thumb hurts thinking about it.
I would just do 2 quarter circles, because in the middle of those 2 quarter circles you're doing that zigzag.
Right.
Which is also your special in Street Fighter or something. Yeah. So I was like, whatever, I'll just keep doing this till I learn it. But now I know how to do it. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I need more time, with Injustice to really get a better feel, but yeah, I don't know. The most I've ever felt in tune, I guess, was Mortal Kombat 9.
The 2011 one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was using a Street Fighter Fight Pad with that.
Yeah.
And I was I felt good with Scorpion.
I kind of want to buy, I don't know if they make them for PS4. I think they do, but one of the the pads where it's just a D-pad and you get the 6 buttons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was eating.
Yeah, I need one of those, I think.
I'm not sure if they made any for this generation.
I feel like they made one for Mortal Kombat X.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
I wonder if it's different with an arcade stick.
Yeah, I've got one that runs on PS4. We could try it and see how it feels. I think I played a little bit of Injustice 1 with a fight stick. And I got okay with it, but I still felt more confident with a controller.
Yeah, but so far, I think Catwoman has been easing my way into probably getting better with this game. Well, her and Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Because I just like the boxing glove arrow. I'm happy that it's in there.
Yeah.
Instant knockback.
Yeah.
Like halfway across the screen.
It's really good though. I'm like
Yeah, it's a very fleshed out game.
increasingly impressed with Injustice 2. The way the characters look like in motion, the way the facial animations are in the story mode is like bar none.
I honestly didn't think NetherRealm had it in them to do something like that.
Bruce
Dude.
Wayne looks a little weird.
Bruce does look a little
He
weird.
got some wet lips.
He does have some wet lips.
I think they made his mouth purposely huge just for the Batman suit, so it looks accurate to the costume.
But him aside, like
He also looks really young.
yeah.
I'm not,
He's
like
not my
Damien's like
Bruce.
grown up. Like he should be like,
Yeah.
I hate everything.
Yeah.
But it
But
is
it looks good. I mean,
Everybody
like,
looks good.
Matt and I just played through the first Injustice story mode, and like that one was rough. Like dead-eyed. Everyone had the same eyes.
Yeah.
All of the face shapes were exactly the same.
Every
It was-
background character had the same animation.
Right.
Out
It
of all
was-
the characters, though, I'm impressed by Black Canary's face. For some reason, hers stands out a little
hers
more
looks-
to me than
yeah.
most.
Hers and Catwoman's too.
Yeah. Catwoman's.
Um,
I'm still looking at. I'm like, what? I'm trying to get like used to her face because I can't tell because at different angles it like looks different to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't recognize you at all angles.
No, but it looks really good. Have you fucked around with the gear at all much?
Not yet. I don't have much, so
Yeah.
I didn't bother trying.
I'm learning more about the game. It seems like you've encountered Damien in the story mode, right?
Yeah.
So
He's a little shit.
yeah. But he partway through the story mode is no longer Robin. He's Nightwing,
Yeah, I think I just got to that.
and he plays like Nightwing did in the original Injustice, which
It's weird.
is weird because is he what?
I guess it makes sense as he kind of looks up to him, or he did.
Well, Damien was Nightwing in the first Injustice.
Oh right, I forgot. I mean, I was thinking like other alternate universes.
Yeah, this whole thing canonically is a fucking
Yeah.
nightmare. But, but play style wise, because in this game you have Robin, whereas in the first game you had Nightwing. So first game you're used to how Nightwing plays. Here, all gone, totally gone. Robin has a sword, right? Real different. But I think through the unlocking of gear and leveling up Robin, you could totally make him play as Nightwing. And then you can spread that across all the other characters. Like, you can totally transform the way some of these characters fight, like their like core fight style, just
Right.
by leveling them up. Level 10 seems to be the sweet spot. You unlock different abilities at level 10. It's the halfway mark because I think their max is 20. And then through gear, you'll get different buffs and stuff, obviously. But I think like you could change, like instead of Damien using a sword, he uses the fucking Tim Drake pole that snaps into two Eskimo sticks.
Cool.
Which is fucking cool. That they can kind of like expand the roster a little bit.
Yeah. 'Cause
In a
it's-
weird way.
It's a thing you usually don't really see often.
Yeah.
Stuff unique.
This is like I know everybody kind of went sour after Street Fighter V was like a half-assed launch, and this seems like the polar opposite.
I found
of
out there was a
that.
lot more issues with Street Fighter V. Like even just with the FGC, like
Yeah.
I noticed that they catered more to newer players with that game.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
they slimmed up the frame rates, and now it's like it's easier to like block stuff and do those cool like revenge comebacks. Like it's so much easier. You don't need that much. It's like the luck has increased,
Yeah.
and like a lot of people are bitter about it. Because I was watching that because I was looking up Street Fighter 2 stuff because I've been playing that on a Switch.
Oh yeah.
Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
How's that one?
now I know this looks similar to the one HD remix they did way back on like 360 and
Yeah,
PS3.
I had it on PS3.
It is like the same art essentially for the characters, like the sprites or whatever, but the rest of it looks like there was some work put into it. Like
Yeah.
they took more of the Street Fighter 2 like original art style and just cleaned it up. So like it still looks hand drawn, but the same exact like more realistic looking sprites. For lack of a better term, compared to like the more comic book looking like Udon style.
Right.
But I did one campaign with Violent Ken, handheld by the way. Don't recommend using handheld.
No.
That D-pad is not meant.
Right, because you're using. Ugh.
Yeah.
Have you tried Joy-Cons off, or like a single Joy-Con?
I
That was the thing
mean,
we
just,
didn't.
just using the joystick for the moves.
Yeah.
It's still weird. Like,
Yeah, I know.
it's good for like specials probably at the most, but I would recommend Pro Controller.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't tried Pro Controller yet, but I feel like that's
what we did at the event.
right. And so so we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt fine there, and I was curious then
Definitely
if
like
we
that.
could try the Joy-Con. I wanted to do that and see what that.
I
Because
mean,
that seems like the ultimate thing, right? You fucking take your Switch anywhere you are, you plop down like, dude, Street Fighter, let's go.
yeah.
Joy-Cons
You
off.
you might be limited with your buttons though, because
You've got 6 buttons.
Well, because if you have like the triggers as well,
Yeah.
those are usually triple punch, triple kick, and those are like if you're doing like inputs, if you're like max damage, you usually do that. You hit all 3 punches or all 3 kicks.
Oh, right.
Like people do with arcade sticks, instead of like
Yeah.
putting 3 fingers down on the buttons, you just hit that one and it does all 3 of them for you. And I don't think this game really utilizes that, but you still have that option.
Right.
But if you're using a Joy-Con, you're 2 buttons short, so no triggers. So you would have to like remap what you want to use. But I feel like the joysticks would be good for charge characters.
I just had this mental image of these fight sticks with the wire that slides into the Switch.
Okay. Yes.
It just looks fucking ridiculous with these wires. Just
I mean, there's a fan made like Neo Geo arcade cabinet to put your Switch screen into,
That's fucking awesome.
so you could just,
yeah, because that's all the store is besides a few
Yeah.
things.
which is surprising, but I like it.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah.
But I think they cut a few frames to make it move a little faster. And the difficulties, there's a lot of difficulty. Like you think it's just easy, normal, hard. No, it goes like very hard, Grandmaster, like World Tournament or whatever. Like I forget the names, but it gets ludicrous.
Yeah.
And like,
Chris Bridges is in this?
yeah.
Cool. Is that his
How
name?
many joints are in this game?
How many what?
Joints.
Oh, yeah. That's a good question.
420.
It's a good answer.
That's a good answer. Pass.
But I like it though. I didn't see no reason not to get it because having this knowledge now on it, I'm glad that there was a little more work put into it, not just a port from the other one. Because I
Right.
just realized the menu and everything, and you can switch to the old sprites, have the old music. The only thing that keeps new is the HUD and the announcer. So you won't have the old like fight. Perfect. Like you won't get that guy.
Japan.
Yeah, like I missed that, but that's
USSR.
right. Like it's a minor thing, and like with the newer hand drawn levels, like the HD stuff, like some of everything's like static.
Brazil.
Like the ship, the ship doesn't like go up and down. The clouds don't move.
Oh, really?
But the old sprite it does.
Yeah.
So
Huh.
just stick with that. The menu's customizable. You can pick art for the background.
That's cool.
And then there's like that little like Wave the Huddo mode that they threw in there.
Did you try it?
I did.
And you know this, Matt?
No.
This is the first
This
person.
is the Dragon Ball Z simulator.
Yeah.
That's an insult to Dragon Ball if you want to call it that. It's not good. It's just
Is it a full match? Like you're still fighting, or
no. It's a first player game. One player game, first person.
yeah?
And you're just fighting AI like enemies of Bison, and you only have like 4 moves. But depending on your motions, like Hadouken,
So
or your
there's like
special Shoryuken, or the Tatsumaki.
Spirit Bomb, Kamehameha.
Then like there's times where I'm just only doing the Shoryuken. You just
Yeah.
you keep one hand to the side, holding that left Joy-Con. You only hook up the right one.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it was making me do a Hadouken. You can turn up the accuracy on your moves in the game between 1 to 3 on how tight your controls have to be with your posture. But I feel like that's only making things worse. It's not really It's cool, but like it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
I would have been fine if that wasn't included.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go back to it.
Yeah, it seems silly.
Because you can level up your character and your stats can get better, and
I'm
then
just-
you can attack quicker, and it's like
Yeah.
should have just gave me all this
Yeah.
right from the get go, not give me sluggish controls
Yeah.
that I have to work up for
Yeah.
to make it a better game.
I mean, I feel like anything that's coming out on the Switch right now, though, is going to sell to some capacity. It might not sell gangbusters, but like, man,
Yeah.
like I'm itching for the next thing on Switch, and it's weird. It's really fucking.
I
weird
almost
coming
bought
from
this
my
guy
mouth.
at 5. Like, I think the game looks cool, but like,
You should really do your research.
yeah.
Like this guy is like a payday game. Like so many hours you can put into that game, that like you don't need anything else in your life.
Oh, wow.
And every game in that
nothing you take the place of Dota.
every game in that series is like that. Like
yeah, I think
every
I have
character
3 on Vita.
every character goes up to level like 1,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's
That's a
tactical
lot more than
RPG.
25
That is-
every hour.
It looks pretty as hell and like
Yeah, that's what.
that's
what
funny
to me is.
because
Good thing you
it's a
take it with you
demon
in
game.
handheld mode, though.
Huh?
It's a good thing you take it with you in handheld mode, though.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
just, like, wherever you go.
So like if it's a game that you don't mind that you know you're never gonna finish, truly,
Mm.
go for it. But
But
if you're somebody who's a completionist, yeah, good luck.
Nah.
But yeah, but Street Fighter's good. I like it. I'm not sure if it's worth the full price. I think
What
it
is
was
the full
$40,
price?
right?
yeah. I think it was 40.
Yeah.
I'm just a Street Fighter kid at heart,
Yeah.
so I was like, why not?
Yeah.
How is it jumping between Street Fighter and Injustice for you?
With Street Fighter, it's like I didn't forget anything. It's like second
Right,
nature.
right.
I'm just so used to it. So and it feels great. Feels like I'm not really missing out on anything too much. But Injustice it's a completely different game that I just need to I guess
Learn the controls.
yeah,
Do you have Injustice digitally or retail?
digital.
I'm assuming from the talks of you two, I'm going to have to play at least the story mode at some point this year.
I think so.
Yeah.
You hate fighting games, right?
It's not nothing against Injustice. Like, I think superheroes fighting, like, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Like,
Yeah.
It's just fighting games they never clicked.
Yeah.
I'm very good at.
There's so many flavors of them too that like you might find your favorite.
I mean,
out of
the only fighting game that I really sank serious time into was Tekken 3. So like, there's always a soft spot for me trying at least a couple fights in a Tekken game when it comes
and
out.
that's a game where like every direction and a face button is a different move, but I feel like it makes more sense in Tekken because you're moving around. So like as you're strafing, you have an attack that works while you're strafing or something, you know.
So you spending some money next week then?
Yeah, on Prey.
Got it.
Nah, it's nothing against the game and like other things that you've talked about before in the past, but no, it's not my cup of tea.
There's another game I can mention, but I'll save it for when you're talking about it because we can both talk about it. But
Is it another fighting game?
Yep.
Yeah.
How many fighting games can there be in 1 week?
A lot.
Evidently.
And I'm like, this is weird because this is the most fighting games I've ever played, like in my life lately. But this next one, it's a mobile game. Yeah, Marc doesn't usually play many mobile games.
Is it Wiz Khalifa's Wii Farm?
Similar.
Oh,
Pokemon Magikarp Jump.
Oh,
Sorry.
what?
It wasn't the Injustice app. Another fighting game.
gotcha.
Magikarp Jump.
Yeah.
All right.
Straight up by the Pokemon Company. Title says it all. You're training your Magikarp to be the best Magikarp jumper out of all the other Magikarps.
Oh.
So you train them, you feed them, in this little aquarium that you can. Oh, I mean, not aquarium. It's like a pond, but
So looking at what you're doing, this is a clicker.
basically for this part, you're tapping fruit to level up his thing. The higher level, the better chance that you can jump higher.
All right. Why is there a Piplup in there?
Because he can refill your training points at the bottom when you're out of energy. He just gives you an extra one, so you can get Pokemon to
What are you
boost
doing?
you up.
I'm downloading it. It sounds good.
Oh my God.
A tapper.
And then like the training part, it's just like there's like mini like story stuff. Not much of a story, but like there's like little actions that happen, and they just tell you, hey, this is what happened. So like I trained him. He was jumping a whole bunch.
Sure.
He got some stats raised.
Right.
And then like bad things can happen too.
Oh shit, it's Pikachu.
There are like you can't get too greedy with the way you train your Magikarp.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want to call it really training. So like if he's doing really good randomly, there might be a little event in between getting back home, and you might want to do something, but you have a choice to do it or not. And if you do it, you're gambling your Magikarp. I've had one trying to jump up to get fruit out of a tree because he was doing so good at jumping.
Yeah.
And a Pidgeotto stole him.
Oh shit!
So I had to get a new Magikarp.
You look like you're about to cry. You're really upset about him too.
Magikari was her name.
Oh.
The Magikari 2.0 came back around.
Yeah.
and she evolved into Gyarados.
I was here for that moment.
Yep, that was Friday.
That was pretty tragic. Mark was V sad.
She got disqualified because she can't jump as a Gyarados.
Oh my god.
too overpowered.
Oh my
So I
God.
had to force.
He was like, shit, of course level 21. It makes so much sense.
Yeah, because they evolve at like 20 or whatever. So
Oh my god.
now I'm on Magikarp 3.0. Nothing's happened
We
yet.
get it.
No, I'm just trying to skip. Oh,
But-
Mayor Carp just
Actually,
went on a
this
vacation.
beginning part,
Yeah.
there's some quality put in here.
Yeah?
You get the
Yeah.
music from the original Red and Blue version playing,
Oh,
And-
well, I have to delete the game and restart.
and that mayor is talking to you, and yeah, like this game, they make sure it's all about Magikarp. Now you saw a Pikachu above in the pond. It gives you some extra experience.
Yeah.
I was expecting that Pikachu to talk.
Mm.
Like every other game that has Pikachu in it. Everybody has their own little game noises. That one just goes like Pika, whatever. Doesn't say a word.
Good.
Wow.
Not even a noise. Even better. Click. There's a little TV chilling at the top of your pond. You click on it. Takes you to a YouTube video. Magikarp has his own music video, and it's a cute song. It was translated into American, so like there's an English version, but it's kind of the same thing they did with Slowpoke. So it's just like Magikarp appreciation, the game.
Sure.
And there's different patterns that they come in that you catch them. Like mine has like all these like weird like star patterns on them.
Oh.
I caught a shiny one. There's
Ah.
pink and gray ones,
Yeah. Well. Yeah. That makes sense.
but you can name them whatever you want whenever. But that's really all it is. It's just like a little game to like kill time, like kill like.
And
a
your
minute.
battery?
No,
Oh, all right.
it's a pretty good battery saver. But
Saver.
yeah,
But
I like it more than Pokemon Go.
yeah. I mean, it seems like this actually has some sort of like.
It's a really dumb game,
Yeah.
but it's a well polished dumb game. The only time,
Magikarp jump.
yes, the only time that there's ads is on the very front page where it says like press to start or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's at the very bottom, and it's all Pokemon related ads.
That's fine.
But that's it. And then you go through a league of competing against other Magikarps who jumps higher, and when they land, they crash into the floor, so it's just a Magikarp shaped crater.
Oh.
And then you find out who wins when they come back up. Tells you how high they jumped, and they jump like above the trees, like skyline, like.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, this is going deeper than I thought it was going to
And
be.
you get badges for beating them, but yeah, that's all it is.
Oh my god. I'm glad you both have been spending your time well.
That's me working. No, no, like there's not much time needed to play that game, like in between stuff.
Yeah.
Look,
It's-
I'm just trying to make up for the lack of a mobile category last year.
Like,
okay?
I think-
know, right? No, it's good.
I
it's
think I
good.
literally play for like 2 minutes, and then I come back like a half hour later.
Yeah.
It
That,
doesn't-
it would have been great when I still smoked cigarettes. That would have been a good.
Yeah, it's definitely like probably the perfect time to play it.
Yeah. Well, let's start smoking again. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it up, you said.
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
good idea. I think it's good. It's cheap habit to get into. Smell real good.
So what have you been playing?
I mean, I played another fighting game called Arms.
Oh,
Uh,
Global Test Punch.
yeah, I tried out the Global Test Punch for Nintendo's upcoming fighter, and that seems like a fine game.
How were you playing?
Pro controller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like that more than the?
I do. Yeah,
Motion.
the motion stuff we did was
Same.
fine, but
I
think
feel like I'm in
the-
control with the jumping and dashing.
yeah, so much more. When we did the motion one, because the way they have you hold that and like you have to use the triggers with your thumbs feels bad. It doesn't.
Yeah. But I do like actually punching.
I like that part of it
because
but like
when I
having
was
to,
playing the way of the Hudo part,
yeah.
I wanted to punch. I didn't want to do like straight up
Yeah,
special
yeah,
moves.
yeah.
I wanted like a little just punch combo when people like punch out or something. And
Yeah.
I was like, man, this game makes me want to play Arms.
Yeah, it's weird.
Raising my hand like I'm in grade school.
Yes.
The buttons on the side, are they a thing? Are you accidentally hitting them?
You're
And,
talking about SLSR?
yes.
I think there's nothing.
All right, so like I can of course I will want to wear a grip with something
Yeah.
like that for the wristband, so I'm not having a Wii.
I think-
now Wii mode.
yeah.
Oh my god, a Joy-Con fly through my TV.
I think you could do that.
Okay.
And you'd be okay.
All right.
But
I just been playing handheld. I didn't even use the Pro Controller.
yeah. I think like traditional controls are going to be the way to go for that. So Arms is a fighting game from Nintendo. It's a 1v1, potentially 2v2, but it's behind the back, so third person
Or 3-way fight.
view. Yeah, you have to tell me about that one because I didn't experience that. But yeah, it's good.
I'm curious about the campaign.
Yeah, I guess so
I think the deathly silence says a lot.
It's a very simple game. Like,
there's not much to it. I think that's what it is. Like, coming off the heels of Injustice, where there's all these hooks to it, where I'm like,
this is like a very casual
it's
fighting
coming out
game.
of crowded time, isn't it?
Middle of June. So
Injustice just came out. Tekken will be out.
Tekken's out in like a week.
Oh Jesus!
Not that Street Fighter 2 is new, but Street Fighter just came out on Switch. Yeah.
Isn't something else coming out too?
I mean, Splatoon comes out mid-July.
No, I was thinking fighting.
Fighting?
Ultimate Marvel or the new Marvel. Okay,
September. Yeah. But yeah, so the thing that makes this different is the characters have these springy arms or stretchy arms.
Everybody's Delzin.
Right.
Oh man, if he was in.
Basically, yeah. You're not going to get like up and close like you would in a Street Fighter or a Mortal Kombat or whatever. Like
I still do it though.
Yeah, you can. You totally can.
I'm so used
to
it.
But the tactic here, it seems like, is keep your distance, but be able to effectively like throw your arms and hit someone from a distance, and then dodge before they can hit you. Mm-hmm. Each character has their own sets of arms, and then the idea is that you combine a good combo of left and right arm.
Yeah. Limited
with
in
different varieties.
The test punch too, like that character's own 3 that you can mix between, but I feel you can unlock all of them.
Yeah, you can unlock so many different arms.
So any character can use any arm.
Mm-hmm.
But each one has its own element. So, for example, I played as a Ribbon Girl for the whole duration of my time with it, and my left arm was primarily the shock punch. Mm-hmm. My right arm was, I don't know what element it was, but it might have been wind. But I used like the party popper that shoots out like 3 like kind of quick missile type things. Okay. And what I found was effective was kind of moving, juking right or left, and then use the light one to kind of make the enemy move, and then quickly following it up with the left punch, which would shock them.
I think that's the only
stun
tactic
them.
we can all do.
And yeah, but that's the thing is like, period. Like that's it. Like you could switch arms up, but you're really just kind of using one arm to try and get them to move the direction you want them to move, and then hit them with the other arm.
I think it's weird because like it is very simple, and I can see how that can have a negative effect. To a point, see the
positive thing, like think about dive kick, where like you're literally just jumping and kicking, but that game became something.
It's also a traditional like more like fighting game, like 2D jumping at each other. This is unique.
Yeah,
but it's also very simple, and I think it works in its favor a little bit. I mean, it is complex with the different arms, I guess you can do, but like it's still like kind of the same strategy with these arms.
Yeah.
And
I don't know how. I want to see how deep this game.
Is this a full price?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Like, because that's the thing is, I think that the way that like the sort of the
it's like something I would expect from Nintendo.
Totally, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like any other company, like what the fuck?
The conversation around this game, at least initially and moving forward, is people seemingly saying this is kind of like the fighting game version of Splatoon. Like Splatoon is to ARMS is to fighting games as Splatoon was to competitive shooters.
Right.
And if you look at it that way, like Splatoon doesn't get old to me. Like Splatoon is like I can always jump in and do a match.
Because it's more about just shooting someone. Right. Even though you can shoot them, it's just covering the floor.
Yeah,
so
like
it's like 2 things going.
And Splatoon has that element of like, I don't know.
Well, the way you do it too, you know, different weapons and.
No, what I'll say, like ARMS, every map or every like arena, totally different, and that's really cool. The first one I played in was
the lab was cool.
I played in 3, I think. So the first one is just a square, and it has these like trampoline things on the edges.
Oh, so they're actually
the generic,
different arena.
Different.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a square, and as you go around, on the edges there's things you can jump on and kind of bounce off.
Oh, that's cool.
and
That's like
fight.
the standard map.
Yeah, that's your straightforward whatever. The next one is I played one that was like
Was it staircase?
yeah, it was like an old temple, like a Japanese temple, and it's rectangular and angled. So you're one of you starting at the bottom of the stairs, the other starting at the top of the stairs,
Yeah.
and you're fighting that way.
There's like little
Okay.
plateaus in between, but it's like it's those kind of steps, like couple steps plateau, couple steps plateau.
Yeah. The other one is a small rectangle in the middle with a rim around the outside that has kind of stairs that go up all the way around. And then there were these little pillars, and this is the lab Marc's talking about, right? Like there's a central,
basically like a straight shot. It's very narrow.
yeah, it's super narrow, but imagine it's like, I don't know.
There's these giant tubes of those like that Helix character or whatever
Yeah,
inside of them, and they take enough damage where they can break.
Yes.
So you can like hide behind it, and that's what I did. I took one strategy where they were hitting me, but my one arm was able to reach around
Yeah,
and hit the other person while I'm still not taking any hits.
yeah.
And
That was cool. I like the fact that like the different levels, different stages would give you different.
using the environment.
Yeah, it was cool. I can see me playing this game for a bit, but again, like I'm playing it, I'm like, cool. I want to go use Batman. Like I'm really into Injustice, so I can't. It's hard for me to pull myself out. But I like where this is going. I want to see this be another Splatoon in that way.
Yeah, because I think it's. I appreciate Nintendo for trying to break out of its molds that it's used to.
Well, yeah, this is the
like the
this is
Mario,
them-
the Zelda, the Metroid. No, but now they want like the Pikmin, the Splatoon, the
Yeah.
ARMS.
This is kind of what I wanted too.
Yeah.
Well, they're bringing in their younger developers, where like these guys came in and they're doing. They were working on the core franchises, but now they're like, well, what ideas do you have? You have these younger developers working on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's like they're known for their Justice League, but we need like a young Justice in there.
Yeah, we need a young Justice. We need Teen Titans. We need that, and we're getting them, and it's cool.
I was kind of sad I didn't play it this weekend.
Well, you have plenty of other days coming up.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
so
next weekend.
now that I know there's hour chunks because I did not expect it again this time around.
Yeah, they didn't make
yeah.
that apparent.
Yeah, but the matches are very quick.
Yeah, like a minute.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
How long did it take the match make?
Not
No,
long.
not terrible.
like
Yeah,
like
pretty good.
10 seconds maybe.
Okay,
10 to
that's
20.
not bad. Okay,
And then, like,
a
matches-
minute's fine if I can get back in a match in less than 30 seconds.
Yeah,
And then like matches are like 40 seconds or
yeah.
whatever.
That's fast.
There's a volleyball mode I did.
Yeah, that was very heavy.
Yeah, you're playing volleyball. It's fine. I think it'd be a fun thing to like change up the pace every now and then.
Yeah.
Did a 2v2 fight. You did a 3-person free for all.
A couple
A
times.
triple threat.
Dude, this sucks. It's like it's so unfair,
Yeah.
which I guess is the point. But like, I didn't know how to lock on to anybody.
Yeah.
You have to like flick the right stick to switch to a person.
Oh,
But
weird.
people fight so dirty, so like you can't have like two arms going two different ways at people.
I was about to ask that question.
No, like both your arms go to that person. Maybe if you're fast enough, you can punch, switch, punch. But I don't know how you could maneuver that when like you're like in panic mode because you don't know who's going to come at you. Like, it's always 2 against 1 in some way. I did have one person be honorable enough and just sit in the back and chill while two of us duked it out.
I don't
He
know if
played
that's-
for honor. That's what happened.
But what happened was that I went after him because I don't want another person who's full health coming at me when I'm already damaged.
Yeah.
That's true.
Talk about honor. He was playing squirrel back there. That's what we
Yeah,
call
And
that.
everybody
yeah.
was the ninja, mostly.
Really?
What in my rings.
Ruben girl for life.
I was Mechanica.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I don't
but
know.
see, but seriously, for arms, because I tried other people. Like I tried Springman, don't care. Tried the ninja, whatever. I didn't try Ribbon Girl yet. I'll probably try her and the other people next time.
Yeah.
But Mechanica, because I was trying out her different arms, see which ones I liked. The hammer's okay as her secondary, and then like she has like these like missile things. They're called homies. They're whatever, but her standard revolver ones are the best.
Yeah.
It's 3 things that come out, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
and those third ones are what get a lot of people. And if you charge, and over time they can charge up, so they stun your arms, so you can't block or anything. And then so I just like every time I'm jump dashing, I'm just like, you have the 3 delayed or 6 delayed punches just coming after you. Then I can grab you and then do my special, and it's like, I'm done. Got him.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
She's like my little trombone. But
yeah.
I didn't know you could change colors. I knew you could change colors. I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, how?
You click in the left stick, and then while it's in, slide it left, right, or down.
What?
And you'll have Ribbon Girl's new favorite color.
Oh, I'm about to go do that.
Because there's a black one with like bluish, greenish
Sold.
hair. Yeah. I was like, that is Joe written all over it.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Because Tiny Cartridge released, they did a post recently, and it's just like, here, we shared all of Mechanica's colors just because, and like, because we love her.
Yeah.
I was like, I was the only person that liked and commented on it. I was like, thank you for making my for doing my world a great justice. And there was like a whole video showing of like how to do it and showed off all her colors.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But she has like a pink suit, a metallic like blue suit, which I might do, and then camouflage.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. Why don't we take a break? Come back to the show and tell. Cool. Be right back. Welcome back to the Free Cheese, episode 199. I'm going to take a quick second here. Just point out the fact that, holy shit, we're a week away from episode 200.
I know. Oh my god.
Which is crazy. I'm a completely different man than I once was when we first started this shit so many years ago.
I exist now.
That's true. Here you are.
I wasn't alive.
Yeah.
Before
totally dead.
whatever.
Totally
whenever I
dead.
popped
person.
up.
I know. Yeah, no. It's weird. It's been this many years and this.
I don't
many
know what
episodes
episode I
and-
started. Like, I know when, I just don't know what number.
It's like the Andrew Gold farm of this podcast. Podcast beyond, like old school. We get
It's a
podcast
deep cut.
beyond. Yeah.
It's a deep cut. I
I feel like I'm the gold silver. You're the ruby sapphire.
oh, don't tell him that. No, give him at least diamond pearl.
Diamond pearl. Oh, okay.
I take
Yeah.
any Pokemon game past blue or red as an insult.
Gold and silver is the pinnacle.
I will.
I'm not saying I'm flawless.
I mean, that's what you just did.
but I am. No.
I will also take yellow
Yellow's good.
or green.
Green is just blue.
But you know, if you're going to throw out some colors, I will take green
Unless
as
you
well.
want to be leaf green.
I get what you mean, though. Ooh.
Yeah.
See, that's a
Fire red.
That's where you get it, right? Gold, silver, because technically gold, silver could have wanted. They wanted
Soul
it.
silver and heart gold.
No, but gold and silver, they wanted those to be in the original games, right?
Yeah.
So think about that. If you break it down, like if we're doing a real analogy here,
Yeah.
like in theory, everything kind of became its full realization.
I realized
once you
Pokemon was
did-
a bad analogy for
No,
all
no, I
this.
think it's a great one.
I don't think it is now.
I think it's a great
I
one
was just
because-
trying to say that I wasn't there since the beginning, but I'm also not that new.
But look at this: red and blue really weren't complete until you got gold and silver, which
Guys,
is where
I got
I'm
this.
at. And then fire red and leaf green are when the whole rebirth of those in a new way,
Right.
and that's where I think Matt comes in as the leaf.
Pokemon Go.
I think it wasn't complete. I think red and blue wasn't complete until I got blue and silver, and I'm pointing at me, then I'm pointing at
Yeah.
you, and I think that everything kind of then became new again once you did the remakes on GBA,
Nope. All right.
which is Matt.
Screw all that. I'm gonna go
Sun and Moon.
Naughty Dog.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
Crash. Jack. Uncharted. Boom. And I got
I'm okay with
Uncharted.
that.
It's decent.
I'm totally
I
okay with
got
that.
Uncharted out of it. I am Nathan Drake.
I got Jack out of it.
Well, who's the Last of Us?
Dash. I don't know.
It's time for Show and Tell, a weekly segment where we find things cool and we bring them here and talk about them with each other. Guys, Castlevania is coming to Netflix. Just 5 days. 5 days before my birthday.
About time.
I know, man. We heard about
I'm going like back since there was like, there's a movie in the works.
that shitty one that was going to be by the director of Resident Evil. No, thank you, sir.
There's news on that too.
What?
Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Getting a
reboot.
6-film reboot
Great.
Because the
Sure.
first
by
was
James
7?
Wan. Fast and Furious.
All right, that's okay.
Oh
Yeah, no.
shit.
James Wan also did
What he did something good.
He
before
did
Fast
he did
and
The
Furious.
Conjuring.
Yes.
And
And he also-
he's
and he-
doing Aquaman.
Also,
Oh.
he helped out a friend of his who worked on the Mortal Kombat web series.
Yes, he did.
Helping him out with
I
Resident
heard that
Evil.
was really good too.
Yeah.
It is really
Oh my
good.
God, yeah,
it was
you should
supposed to
watch
be a picture, like a movie coming out,
Yeah.
like thing, and I don't know what happened with that.
I don't know, but Michael J. White was fucking amazing.
That whole thing was great.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
So Castlevania, Netflix happening. This was,
What a way to present it.
yeah, they talked about this a while back where it was like, yeah, we're gonna make Castlevania bloody anime. Warren Ellis is gonna write it, and it's gonna be based on Castlevania 3. And we're like, okay, sure.
It's so
Weird.
precise.
Yeah, and then
why
it was-
that one?
And then nothing ever happened. And then Frederator, animation studio behind a lot of really, really popular cartoons, most recently, like most famously, in recent years, Adventure Time.
Bravest Warriors.
Yeah, all the stuff
Yeah.
there. But they did stuff all the way back to like Fairly Odd Parents and whatever.
Right.
The head of that studio, Fred Siebert, was just like, yeah, we're working on a 30-year-old video game franchise, and I'm really excited about it. And everyone was like, holy shit, it's Zelda.
Yo, we anime now. That's
Yeah,
that's
and
what's
then
happened.
it's not Zelda. It
No.
turned out it was, they announced
I think
Castlevania.
that's even better.
Yeah, I think so. I do want a
I
Zelda
agree.
anime.
Yeah, but Zelda anime would be perfect if these the same people who did that little trailer for Paulitana.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that. But this is, I'm glad it stuck to its words.
Yeah, so we got a trailer this week, finally, and not much there, but
It was enough to get excited.
yeah.
Definitely
Anime,
enough.
blood, Trevor Belmont, Dracula.
Dude, somebody got stabbed in the eye.
Yeah.
Alucard.
Yep. They showed him.
Did they?
Dude with long hair coming out of a coffin.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
So this is weird. I've never played a Simon Belmont or a Belmont Castlevania.
Oh, shit.
There's probably going to be
So-
flashbacks to the Simon.
And like Alucard is my Simon Belmont in a way. It's
Oh,
weird.
yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Technically, it's mine, too, because like, I'd never truly played anything until Symphony.
Soma.
Yeah. Because technically, my first Castlevania was the one on Game Boy, which starred.
I think mine
Yeah.
might have been the Super Nintendo one, but I don't really remember much of it. So DS.
Yeah.
That's how long it took me.
I don't know. I'm really excited about this. July 7th seems like too long to wait, but it's
I'm
also
glad that
like
soon.
basically June. I know. I wanted
It could
to
have
be
been Halloween.
I wanted it to be like right now. Is what
True. No, I agree.
It could have been
It could get
Halloween.
leaked.
No, I'll wait till the thing. But I think it's cool that Netflix is in a position where they can do whatever the fuck they want now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting some of the best Marvel shit. Period. Like, because you
Yep.
know me, I can't watch the Marvel movies anymore. I'm fucking
Yeah.
tired of it, which I know is blasphemy in these days. But
I get it.
Marvel
Everything's
movies-
just quips.
it's
So-
yeah. I you know.
Some movies do
I'll
it.
keep buying the tickets then at the table. Don't worry.
But
I'm
the-
still seeing them. Just
All right, Guardians 2 is great.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Who cares? But the blue people. But the TV show stuff on Netflix has just been phenomenal.
you definitely have more freedom to like
Yeah.
do things as to like a big major channel taking it in or a big movie company taking them out to show that because there's a lot of rules.
Yeah, I think Daredevil and
reputation.
CBS will look completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm so thankful. Oh my god, I'm so thankful for Daredevil.
Yeah. I mean that changed the game forever.
Nothing has topped that yet.
I still want them to do a Nightwing show like that, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. Castlevania looks dope. This is like I've wanted this for a long time.
Dude, and this can put Castlevania like
Back
back
on
on
the
the map. I think we're all thinking that.
It might.
I think
Like literally moving through the rooms, unveiling
yeah.
the map.
No, I because it looks amazing. I didn't expect Frederator had this style or to even
Yeah.
go this route with something so mature.
Yeah.
And if I feel like they're not really holding back.
No, it looks really, really great. I wish.
So I'm just seeing like the potential of what it could open up to.
You know what I want, man. I want fucking Castlevania a la Bloodborne. Like that.
Yeah. But like if Konami was like trying to win everyone back and this could lead to making another Castlevania that's, decent.
That'd be cool. That'd be real cool. What else we got? Mark?
It's got some Splatoon news.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it's small, but
You been reading that fan fiction?
more like I've been writing that fan fiction. Fans squiction.
I-
No,
mm.
tried, failed. The voice chat.
Oh yeah.
So like, I don't know if many people, I don't know if you like heard about this, but like, this is coming from a game's TM interview with director.
I appreciate
is
this
it-
trademark there.
Yeah, I tried writing it. Is it Yusuke Amano? I think that's how you say it.
Yosuke.
And
Yosuke.
Yosuke, and producer Hisashi Nogami. So like, their voice chat is only with friends. You cannot talk to strangers.
Fuck.
The reason we included voice chat
As
is
someone who has played PlayerUnknown's Battleground recently, Matt, I just think you should think about what voice chat is in the realm of the public. And I think that maybe it's not such a bad idea.
Let me tell you what. I
Yeah.
purposely stay in the plane a little bit longer than I probably should
God.
to get another laugh or two.
I don't even know what happened here. I'm not sure if I want to find
It-
out.
Maybe next week when Now Playing,
Yeah.
I'll get into it.
Yeah.
So Amano is quoted like, the reason we included voice chat is because we wanted users who already know each other to enjoy the game more deeply using communication tool that's linked to the game. Fine, that's what I do anyway. So
Yeah.
to me, this is nothing new. This is because I wouldn't talk to strangers. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have no reason to. I just don't in games in general. I only play most games that are online with my friends anyway. That is my reason.
I'm right there with
Hence,
you.
Is the only reason why I touched Overwatch.
Yeah.
And then Nogami goes to say, voice chat can only be used when playing with someone you know, such as in private matchmaking. Voice chat with someone you don't know in random matchmaking won't happen. And I can understand this making more sense. This seems like a very generic thing.
Yeah.
But if you realize we're doing voice chat through our phones, so I don't know how convenient it is to add other people to do that voice chat. I don't know if you need like your contacts list in order to like. I don't know. We don't know how
friend
the voice chat
code.
is going to be work, like how it works.
I think
Like the
that
mechanics of it.
I bet the app is going to talk to your account
Nintendo
that's
account.
on your Switch,
Right.
and then it'll know when you're in game and blah blah blah. But yeah, I this doesn't surprise me. This is actually what I expected. I think it's good. You are touting a system for all ages,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to be able to protect that stuff. We've heard countless times about all the fucking stupid shit that happens to kids on all of these services.
Yeah.
Good, bad, whatever. Like it's fucking weird. So yeah,
And I think Nintendo tried doing that voice chat before. It wasn't that great though.
Yeah, no.
Like on the Wii.
no, yeah, and they.
But I think that was only with friends. Like you had to have each other's friend code or something like that. I think because
Yeah.
Animal Crossing was one that implemented.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. We speak. We.
Outside of that, with Splatoon, better integration of unlocks from hero, battle, and salmon run modes into all multiplayer modes,
That's cool.
and you can also use some of the unlocks from multiplayer mode in hero mode.
That's pretty cool.
So I guess like different gear or weapon customization.
That I'm so fucking excited for Splatoon 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like that game is just gonna take over. It's gonna be really good.
I don't know if it's going to take over. It's going to complement, though, very nicely.
No, but yeah. But I think I'll spend some time with hero mode, and then that's gonna be a fucking thing where we're finally gonna be like text one another like, "Yo, you want to jump on?" Like right now, I don't think the three of us have a game like that, do we?
If you would just install Dota, we would.
Well,
It's been uninstalled. For
Prestige
a while now.
worldwide.
but I mean, like I could see.
I think when Payday comes out, we might.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I want to see how it runs first.
But
though.
I mean, like now, like
Yeah.
currently, I don't think we've had anything. Like we had a little bit of Tetris, you and I, Matt, and you and I, I'm sure we'll do some Injustice, and like along the way, we've like kind of tangentially done these things. But
No, yeah, I don't think there's really anything that's.
like we had Mario Kart, but Mario Kart really burnt out for me quickly.
I'm burned down on it, too.
See, I was like that before it came out, and now I'm like, hey, I can play it whenever.
Yeah,
I mean, if you all were like, oh, let's play a game, I can do it right now. But
Yeah.
playing it by myself right now is not going to
like
happen.
a top choice of
Yeah.
like, hey, I want to play a game. This is the first thing I think of.
I mean the fact that we didn't play it during Friday Night Pizza Party says everything. Like that.
yeah. I mean, Matt and I did for a little bit.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry.
Yeah, I spammed Baby Park. I was like, I need a win. We played Baby Park, and I got a win.
I'm excited about Splatoon 2 stuff coming out. I hope they don't do a ton at E3, just because like we've seen a lot of Splatoon 2.
It's expected.
I know, but do another direct. Like
I was
2
gonna say,
weeks
do an
after
Arms
yeah.
Direct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks after fucking.
No, I feel like Mario Odyssey is going to take the spotlight.
of the show.
Yeah, there's gonna be like an in-depth look on that.
Yeah, what about
you got the
Metroid,
Rabbids
though?
game
They got to go into detail about Metroid and Mother 3. So
and Smash
how much time? Yeah, and Smash. How much time are we gonna have for?
Virtual Console,
I don't know.
Right.
I really don't know.
Nintendo Online.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! God, I fucking love the Switch.
Jump back to the Castlevania thing real quick.
Yeah.
When I fell asleep watching anime, fell asleep watching the Phantasy Star Online 2 anime.
Yeah, I knew that. You didn't have to tell me that.
It's trash,
Oh.
but it made me sad. That
Why?
I was like, because I don't have the game.
Oh.
I was like, man, Castlevania gets this nice treatment. I was like, I look at Castlevania. I look at Phantasy Star. I'm like, why can't you be more like that?
It
can't you
is
have a
like
cool
that.
looking
There's no
anime?
fucking Castlevania games anymore. Sorry.
But the Phantasy Star anime, it's like Sword Art. It's like all these animes where it's like, hey, we go to school, we go to Sega Academy,
yeah. Me too.
SEIGA,
Yeah, sure.
and we play Phantasy Star in this little club after school, and it's like, what the fuck? This isn't what I wanted.
Yeah, well, if that's not what you wanted, go watch the Sonic anime. Matt, show me something. Tell me something.
Oh, all right. So earlier today, I saw a news article. Evidently, Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, they're coming?
They're coming in
Yeah?
the next 3 years or so.
Or so.
Quote.
This is why they need to not announce things. So
This is why
early.
you should have your executive producer before you make a goddamn trailer for the game.
They're also in urgent need of a lot of people for Final Fantasy, like developers. Like
yeah,
they are
which makes
short-staffed.
no sense, and they just cut IO.
Yeah, but I don't.
Not that they were gonna help, but like
It's okay. They'll make a lot of money back with Dragon Quest.
this
11.
is. Ugh.
Yeah.
That looks.
Well, so much for my yearly prediction
Of?
of Final Fantasy 7. Not coming this year, so I got that part right. The coming out spring next year, part 1. That's not gonna happen.
You don't think?
3 years
Or so.
or so.
Yeah.
That means 3, 4, 5 years.
Or so.
Death Stranding's gonna come out before Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy 7.
Or so.
But like, it's weird because like out the trailers they showed, it looked like it was getting somewhere. Like they showed gameplay, like actual gameplay for
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, and then they started hiring people to make the goddamn battle engine.
I don't know, man.
That was earlier in the
I
week.
guess they saw something. They're like, hey, this looks like crap.
I don't know.
We got to get this working for PS5. So let's.
I mean, I get it at one point, like every year, like fans of Kingdom Hearts are crying for Kingdom Hearts 3, and every year they were butthurt that they didn't get announced one. But like, I feel like this is worse knowing that there is one coming, but it's just nowhere to be seen.
Because how soon they showed stuff off for that.
Like-
It was like they had nothing really. It was just like, here's a few special moves.
Yeah.
Here's what Sora looks like. They shouldn't. Just shouldn't even show me
and
that.
like Final Fantasy
Keep me in
7,
the
I always go back to that. Like, how do you not let your executive producer know he's the executive producer of a game?
I mean, that stuff all comes out in the wash.
Like,
Yeah,
It'll be
that
fine.
that is a dick move.
Like, yeah, I just don't understand what Square was thinking with some of these announcements. Like, I totally am behind these games coming out. Final Fantasy 7, these parts, not so much. But the fact that a 7 remake is coming in some fashion, yes, I agree with.
Yeah.
And it's cool. Like, I was never a big fan of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I make fun of someone at work for playing them. But like the fact that a third one is coming out for those fans, like, I can appreciate
This
that.
third one actually looks, from what they showed, it does look pretty promising visually compared to the other ones.
Does it have Big Hero 6 in it?
I thought it was.
Probably
I
does.
thought it was mentioned it was going to be in there.
Probably has Lightning too.
Oh! Sign me up, boy.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, yeah. Square's in a really weird place right now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. They're doing some spring cleaning, it seems like.
Oh yeah, and to cite the source, this came like from their financial results. This was not just
yeah.
like a rumor or whatever. This is like straight.
And the
from
quote's
them.
directly from the CEO, or?
Square has me a little
Yosuke
worried.
Matsuda, who we plan to launch each of these upcoming titles in the next 3 years or so.
Good.
So there it is.
Or so.
Square Enix.
You know
Square,
what?
I should have read the first 3 words and I said
I
Square
wouldn't
Enix
have-
president.
I wouldn't have even said that if I was him. I wouldn't have even given that slate of 3 years. Because now everybody's expecting 3 years, and if it doesn't come, if it's like, hey, if they expect like at the latest winter of the third year, it's gonna be
Or-
spring of the following
You
year.
know what, though? I honestly think that, like, he's saying that to save his ass. Like,
Yeah.
we're 2 weeks out from E3.
It's all just PR.
But they could easily come out and be like, hey, remember that Final Fantasy game? Look at how fucking good this looks. It'll be out March 2018 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Part
see-
3 is out in 3 years or so, but this
Right.
spring, part 1.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, if it does the turnaround where it's like, hey, it's coming out a lot sooner than you think, then
Yeah.
it's nothing but good vibes. Like,
What was the name of one of the Final Fantasy 15 demos? Just give me one of them.
Episode Duske.
Dusk.
Kingdom Hearts 3 episode Duske demo
Right,
this
yeah,
spring.
yeah.
Yeah. Play as Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
Fart around.
video games.
I just don't know what Square is doing with those franchises.
I don't know if they do either, but
Apparently.
yeah, time will tell.
It's scary.
They don't have press conferences here, do they? A little thing.
No, I
Square?
think the last time they had a press conference was the
Yeah.
7
If they do, it better be about Project Octopath Traveler.
Jesus Christ.
It better be about Nier Automata 2. That's what I'd want to see.
That's not
Already?
Square.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, girl.
Because that's how I realized who that developer was that year.
I just keep thinking
'Cause
Platinum.
that guy
and I
came
think
out.
it's like it's
I
it's
know.
just Platinum, man.
Yeah.
Because like that guy came out, and then he announced the sequel
That's
to a
right,
game I never
yeah.
heard of, and I looked at it, I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they moved on, and I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
And then they were the Final Fantasy 7 happened later in that conference, or was it before?
I don't know.
Because my favorite was they showed the same exact fucking trailer
As they
the
did
day
for-
after
yeah.
the Sony press conference. It
Yeah.
made no sense
Right, that's what they had, you know.
because they didn't have an executive producer.
Fucking God damn it.
Probably didn't find out then either.
Yeah, probably not. Well, next week's episode 200. It should be a good one. We've got our monthly planning meeting. We're gonna get all of our June cover story stuff doled out here in a couple of days. Jesus. Yeah, so we'll be doubling down on that stuff. All that'll roll out to kick us off for June. We got E3 stuff coming up, obviously pretty soon here. We're like just 2 weeks shy of the first of the press conferences.
Boy.
Yeah. So with that episode,
Yay!
EA bringing us to the start.
Manu!
Man,
start in line,
yeah,
quite literally.
Yeah, I knew
Oh my
where it
god,
was
that's how
going
you start
with
that conference.
Drift me to the end.
Welcome to the starting line. It's Need for Speed 2
And it's just Manu
for 20 minutes.
trying
Yes,
to
I
perform
see it.
autofellatio and fucking hanging himself.
Wow.
it is what it
Need for
is.
Speed 2 got real dark.
That's
it's the death.
the 2's always the darker one, you know. Simon's Quest, Sonic,
Judgment Day.
etc. Yeah. By the way, Sonic, did you guys see one of the producers of the Sonic series did a cool talk, and there were a lot of like badass behind the scenes things that no one's ever seen before. He was tweeting out.
No,
I'll have
but
to- I'll
Oh,
show
like
you
the origin of
I
Sonic
did
Riders?
see that somebody
Better.
found a release date potentially for Sonic Mania,
Oh yeah.
August 15th.
Yeah, no, like a
I'm okay with
pushback.
that. It's my parents' anniversary. I'm okay with that.
Or 17th. I think it's 15th.
Mm.
Because it was like they showed an image and somebody from like a Steam user or somebody was like, "Hey, they were like trying to hide this or something," and it's like it showed the rest of a picture and it was like a release date underneath.
Interesting.
I think I got that right. I don't know.
Time will tell.
Yep.
E3. But yeah, so next week, episode 200, we'll probably, celebrate a little bit. But we're going to go into some E3 predictions. And we decided that for every major press conference, we're going to make... How many was it?
I think we said 5.
5. All right, we're putting it on
Scaringly
record.
5.
Did you want to name the press conferences?
Yeah, so this is in case you want to play along at home.
Kitties.
Yes,
Yay!
we will be making predictions for 5 predictions for EA's press conference.
Woo!
Man, this seems like a lot.
FIFA.
All right, 5 predictions for who's next?
It would be Xbox,
No, yeah,
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
And then
Then Bethesda.
free cheese game of the year winner Bethesda. 2 times.
Then Ubi. So there's actually 6. Holy shit, dudes. This is gonna suck. Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm.
Sony. And Nintendo. Hot Christmas. So that is 30 predictions times 3. That's 90 predictions we have to read through next week. That is a lot of fucking things to say. We'll chat about this at our little planning meeting. The let's put it out there. Like episode 200, E3 predictions. How about that?
Yep.
Yep. Good.
Got it.
So you can submit your own if you'd like, podcast@thefreecheese.com, or you can comment on this podcast article with what you think might happen. Tweet at us, etc., etc., etc. It should be fun, though. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And then a week after that, it's fucking E3. So cookout, party time. Just going to all sleep here on the floor of the basement. Never-ending fun story.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
Till E3. I think that's it.
To New Dunk City.
Oh, I can't wait. Take me away to New Dunk City. Well, that's been a Free Cheese episode 199. If you would like to hang out with us, you can do that on thefreecheese.com, where all of our stuff gets posted. Our podcast episodes, our articles, our cover stories. We'll have a new cover story up for you this Thursday. Is Thursday, June 1st?
Stalling.
stalling.
Yes.
All right, great. Thursday, June 1st. New cover story. Look for it then. But until then, you can follow us all on Twitter. The Free Cheese is at @SomeFreeCheese. Mark is at @og_mental. Matt is at MattyIce131. And I am at The Free Cheese. You have been the listener. I have been the Joe. That's been the Mark and the Matt. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, listener, for spending 2 hours with us once again. God damn it. I know. Or so. 2 hours or so. So there it is. We'll see you in a week. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.